What's up, guys? Welcome to the final episode of our series. We've come full circle back to Snow Vicente, the place where it all started. This is part 7 of our series. If you haven't caught up yet, don't worry about spoilers. Just go check out the other episodes. Let me know what you think of the story so far in the comments. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 205, The Weight of Returning. Marcos hadn't walked those streets in over a decade. The town looked smaller, quieter, but somehow heavier. Every corner carried the echo of a memory, some joyful, others half-formed and shadowed. Clara walked beside him, discreetly observing his reactions, noting every flicker in his gaze. They passed the bakery where he once waved at the old man who gave him free cookies. It was boarded up now. A for rent sign hung crookedly on the glass. "It's all different," Marcos murmured. "But it's exactly the same." 206, the house across the creek. They weren't here just to relive the past. According to police archives, Rafael Tavares had been spotted in this region years before. One report placed him in a small house just beyond the creek, on the outskirts of Snow Vicente. Unconfirmed, dismissed, forgotten. But Marcos knew the house. He didn't know why until he saw it that window. He said, stopping cold, I watched birds from there. Every morning. I used to count them." The team entered the house carefully. Dust clung to everything. Faint scratches marked the inside of a closet door. On the wall, drawings made by children, names crossed out. Only one remained. 207, the hidden room. In the basement, behind rotting shelves, they found a false wall, a narrow passage. The air was damp and stale. Marcos hesitated before entering, heart pounding. Inside were rows of shelves lined with cassettes, each labeled with initials and dates. Clara pulled one out. 2008. She popped it into an old player. Static, then the sound of a child crying. A voice whispered, "Your name is Daniel, say it." Marcos fell to his knees. 208, the voice, he remembered it now. The voice in his dreams. The fear. The man smelled tobacco and bleach. But it wasn't Rafael. It was Lia. She recorded everything. Marcos whispered. She wasn't just helping him, she was leading it. One tape, July 18th, caught his eye. His last day as Marcos, the moment it all ended and began. He listened, his 10-year-old voice trembling, asking, "When can I go home?" Then Lia's response, "You are home now, forget." 209, the journal. Behind the tapes, Clara found a worn leather notebook. Names, descriptions, a crude network. Rafael was just one of many. Lia orchestrated it all: placements, reassignments, memory erasure tactics. The operation spanned years and towns, and Snow Vicente had been their testing ground. 210, buried truths. They turned over the evidence to Detective Silva, who returned to Snow Vicente for the first time since the original investigation. She met them with a grim expression. "This isn't just a kidnapping ring," she said. "It's a network of psychological experimentation. And they're still active." They tracked more leads. 2 more houses. 1 empty, 1 burned. A third of storage unit revealed boxes of documentation. Real names matched with new identities. Dozens. Marco's name was in the first file, Lara's in the second. Mateo V. 211. Who is Mateo was listed as a stage 3 subject. Status reintegrated. Location unknown. Lara recognized the name. He was the oldest. He helped us until one day he vanished. They said he graduated. Clara's face tightened. They trained him. Silva nodded. Possibly to continue the work. 212. Marcos' resolve. Marcos stood on the pier, the same place he rode past on his bike that summer day so long ago. But he was no longer the boy with the blue cap. He was something else now. "I won't stop," he said, "until we find them all. Until Lia pays. Until this ends." Clara placed a hand on his shoulder. "We'll do it together." And from the trees behind them, someone watched. "Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this penultimate episode of our series. We've reached the climax and it's time to put everything on the line. We're getting closer to answers. But will it be enough? What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to smash that subscribe button because we're almost at 1 million subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you could help us reach that milestone. With that said, let's move on to our final video. Don't miss it. Until then, stay safe and I'll see you in the next one.